Being the fun person makes other people automatically gravitate towards you. Your aura is simply attractive because other people feel at home in your presence. They love being around you. Being the fun person can pretty much solve every single social issue you're ever gonna encounter. You don't even need to invest huge amounts of energy and to craft your social output perfectly. You don't need to put in lots of effort like before, because now you can just say whatever you want to say and everyone will like it because you are the fun person. I'm sure you know at least one person that's like that. But like, what separates these guys from the people that just repel others away? Well, the opposite of that, I'd say, is the overthinker. These people are focused inwards. They're always thinking like, am I acting cool enough? Should I say this type of joke? Oh, I want to say it, but no, I'm not gonna say it because I'm sure these people I'm with now won't really like it, so it's not worth it. The word to describe these types of persons is selfish. They are just focused with their image, with how they are perceived. And does this even work? If it worked, like every single overthinker would be just like a human magnet right now. Well, truthfully, they are a human magnet, but with the wrong pole, because everyone just wants to run away from them. The fun persons are not only unselfish, but I'd even say they are completely ignorant to how people perceive them. They simply don't care about their outer image at all. They just want to have a nice time, and they will do it at all costs. And they get respected for that. This is the difference maker. Overthinkers just need the perfect circumstances. They need all the stars to be aligned, and only then will they be able to be funny and be more outgoing as well. They're just like, well, yeah, I started talking to this person and I need to talk about the weather first a bit to start it chill, and then I move it up a bit. Okay, so now I got to know them a bit better. I have 3 alternatives for the type of humor, so I have to assess what type of humor they have. Let's just try a sample of this first type. I didn't get a nice reaction. Okay, next sample. Okay, this one was better. Okay, let's say the big joke now. Okay, let's hype myself up. I can do it. I can do it. 3, 2, 1. I can't really say it. Yes, you can. Go ahead and say it. Oh, say it, say it, say it. Oh, I didn't get the reaction I wanted. Now I guess I'm just gonna be quiet because it's safer. Yeah, I should just be more reserved. It's a lot better for me this way. This is the extremely overcomplicated inner monologue that overthinkers go through. In contrast to that, what's the fun person's inner monologue? Well, it's just silence. It's blank. They don't have an inner monologue. They just allow their thoughts to flow out. Now, they also know how to package them properly and to make them sound even nicer. They are good at social marketing. But they don't have an inner monologue. And this is the main difference maker here. The fun persons are having a better social experience than the overthinkers because they are focused outwards. They don't care about the way they are perceived. They are there to have a good time themselves. If you learn anything from this video, please make it this one. They are having a good time themselves and they are focused outwards. They are there to give value, not to take praise. Now, being fun is not only about being funny, not only about popping jokes left and right. Being funny is more like having a positive energy, having an appropriate energy, because ultimately it's your energy that attracts people, not just the contents of what you're saying. I was a fun guy for not a fun guy, but like a funny, a humorous guy for a very long time. But again, when I was younger, I used to be extremely weirdly anxious and insecure, and I wouldn't express my humor. I would just wait to get to know the other person for like weeks, months, years, until I would take the courage to just loosen up and show my humor. And when I did, they obviously loved it. But guess what happened? I also tried to show my humor around people I didn't know that well, and I got horrible reactions. Why do you think that happened? One aspect can be that I just didn't know their humor that well. Yes, that's the logical answer. But the thing that the most important reason here was just that I didn't own my energy properly. I was in the completely wrong energy, because I would just be like, okay, I hope to get a nice reactions. When I think about this in this specific frame of I hope, I'm straight away in the wrong frame of, like, in the wrong energetic frame, because I'm needy. Hoping is being needy. Having an intention, on the other hand, that's completely different, because you're not dependent on the output. But I was just so needy. I wanted this to go my way, or else I wasn't feeling good enough, or else I was feeling, ashamed, triggered. If no one laughed to my jokes, I would just be like, well, there's no point in me saying any jokes from now onwards. I'm just gonna stay quiet. All you need to do to be fun is basically to respect yourself, have high levels of self-esteem, not to say jokes, not to have the humor nailed to perfection. It's just you enjoying your raw experience alive. That is you being fun. Focused outwards again. Like, if you just have the humor on top of an insecure base, on an insecure foundation, then it just comes out of being weird. Like, I know it from first-hand experience, as I said. It's just like you are telling a joke without a punchline, or you're doing a soulless performance. People just don't really like that, Like, as I said, when I was funny around the people I knew better, they liked my humor, but there was still something weird about me. I could just tell. Even now, looking back with all this wisdom, I can just see that there was something weird about me, definitely. This guy is so insecure, he's wearing all these masks, but then he just knows these tactics and he mastered humor to perfection. It's just like a flower, how do you call it? Blossom flower? I have no idea. But what I mean is that it's a nice flower in a huge field of just rotten flowers. It doesn't do any difference. Every single human being loves being around someone that's already having a good time. So you can see this in your life as well. I'm sure you have a friend that's having a good time always. They just seem like they are in such a nice energy, so you just can't help but want to spend more time with them. This is just how it works. Our energies, our vibes, our moods are contagious. So one key and one very, very important point you need to take from this video again is that you must prioritize your good mood. You must feel good yourself first. You must enjoy your life first. And then making other people enjoy your presence is like 10 times easier. It's just like you're choosing to drive on the highway instead of just going through the bumpy road villages. Why wouldn't you do that? Most people just think about this like, what types of jokes should I say? Like, what's appropriate? They just make it so logical all the time. And they make it about the validation all the time. But they got it all wrong, because if this was the answer, again, every single human being watching those shallow videos we can see online would just master being fun, being humorous. But it doesn't really work that way. Now, being fun also means being more vulnerable. You need to take some courage to show more of your vulnerabilities and not take things so personally. And this relates to confidence and self-esteem again. Like, I think a lot of having this fun energy is basically just having the right levels of self-esteem and confidence. And these just compound into you having the fun energy. Because like, if you would just show your vulnerabilities while not being confident, you would just get triggered at people's reactions. But when you're confident and careless, you don't really give a damn about that anymore. And when you take some courage to make fun of yourself, right, to make jokes about yourself, and you're fine with any outcome, that's just something to respect. People can't help but respect it. And the most important thing about being fun is to own yourself. And again, this relates to confidence and self-esteem. You have to own you saying the jokes you're saying, right? You have to own your energy, to own your vibe. Like, if you don't own yourself, you're just communicating to the other persons that, hey, I'm lying to you. I have no faith in my content, in what I'm saying. Like, even me, if I wasn't owning myself speaking right now, you wouldn't be watching this. no one would hear me saying these words. We don't want you to convince other people that you're a liar. Because maybe you're not even a liar. Maybe you have full conviction in the contents of your speech, right? In the things you're saying. But it's just your behavior that makes it seem like you're a liar, like you don't even trust yourself because of some unhealed trauma from the past and all of that BS that we tend to carry with us for our entire lives. I'm really against that, and I'm on a mission here to help people cure that, let their traumas in the past and get to the point where they can really enjoy their social lives properly in the present, flawlessly. And I've got over 150 videos on this channel breaking this down, trying to get you through the mindset shift to let your trauma in the past and to enjoy your social life properly. And I can also help you one-on-one through the link in the description if you feel the need to do that. Now, you could also have a very different type of humor than the persons around you, which you might think is an issue. But I wouldn't really think so. Like, if it's just a shallow, short-term interaction, then okay, it might be problematic. But if you end up spending more time with those people, then your humors just become one, right? Like initially you have your humor, they have their humor, and you don't really get along that well. This happened with your closest friends as well. There was a time when you didn't really know each other that well. But then as time went on, as you spent more and more time together, there was this synergy that was created and your humor became one. And now you can have a lot of time, a lot of fun together in your time. Perhaps this took a very long time for you, case in which you are probably not owning the contents of your speech again. But a way for you to make it better from now on, a way for you to attract more people, and this is what you eventually did with your closest friends as well. You just required more time to do it, to take the courage to open up, is owning yourself. If you own yourself around strangers right here, right now, they will respect you and they will buy into your frame. You've probably heard these kind of cringy things about the dominant frame, like who's the most confident in themselves. That's kind of true, I'm not gonna lie. But we don't really want to use those manipulative tactics. We just want to, I just want you to be confident in who you really are, because that's the way you were meant to be in the first place. Like, you were born confident. The version of you that's overthinking, that's just shy and insecure, all of those things are layers of fake beliefs and trauma that you're carrying, that you've been carrying for years. Time to let go of that. Time to own yourself. You're only alive once. Be proud of that. Now, if you want my personal help through this process, as I said, I have a link in the description. I'm gonna listen to your life story. I'm gonna guide you through this, and I'm gonna get you to the point where you truly enjoy your social life. I've done this for myself, and I've done this for a few other guys. So I have faith that if you relate to the contents of my channel and to this video and to my story, I'm gonna be able to do that for you as well.